So I always try to put myself in the place of an actor, thinking, you know, if I was offered a role in a Joker movie, how I would feel. I think I would be so excited about everything in it, you know, the settings, the costumes, everything. So when you step on a Gotham set, what's the first impression?
I think, you know, those are all the elements that really help to tie in sort of all the loose ends of your character, right? I've always been somebody who, as soon as I put my costume on, it really helps me get into character, how they move in their clothing, and how that affects just how they feel about themselves, right? Like if it's something that fits well or doesn't fit well. And I think coming onto a set, it really helps, especially with like how amazing sort of the art direction is here, and how much they build, you know, like our whole apartment, everything that was all built on a studio, and it was just like, it's beautiful. It was, half of it was shot on location in New York, but it really helps me, at least, this external element to get into character, which is fun.
It's true. What was your childhood relationships to comics, or even, you know, movies based on comics?
Honestly, not very strong. You know, growing up, the only comic book I really read was Calvin and Hobbes. I was kind of like, I was into musicals. That was more my thing, kind of, as a child. But you know, it's been interesting now kind of being a part of the comic book world, being in Deadpool. I've been obviously more engaged, and I've been like, sort of in terms of like consuming this media and this genre, and it's really interesting because it's a huge part of our culture right now, and what sort of the what people like to watch, what used to be musicals, right, in the 40s and 50s. That was kind of the distraction from the world, and now it's comic book films. And I think this movie is veers sort of from this sort of traditional setup of a comic book movie, but again, is also just this exploration of this iconic character. And yeah, your question was just how I felt about them as a child.
Yeah.
So.